You can't know it all about everything. It's the next area to take off.
Well,
Yeah, I put my money on that.
Metropolitan prides itself on its high standards, and
Yeah.
we make no apologies for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
We expect the best people in the business. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Metropolitan Unmuted. Today I'm joined by Andreas, our new leader of Penthouse, our luxury division at Metropolitan. Welcome, Andreas.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Great to have you here. Why don't you tell us a bit about yourself?
Well, Andreas, I'm 35 years old this year. Been in real estate since 2013. Yeah, so we're cramping up to 13 years in this
Wow.
business here in Dubai. So it's been a while.
You've seen a lot of change.
I've seen it all. I really have seen it all.
We'll talk more about that.
Yeah, it's been a roller coaster, but we're here and we're happy, right?
Exactly. Okay,
So that's me.
thank you. All right, so as I mentioned, you've just stepped into leading the Penthouse division. How's that going?
Well, we had a fantastic January where we actually broke records of best month ever done in the Penthouse office.
Wow.
So if that's fully up to me, I don't think so. But
Bravo.
we have a great team there. We have some new faces in the office as well. New momentum, a little bit more fire in the belly.
Yep.
So I think we're on the right track and we're moving numbers.
So new leadership, new people, new focus, new year.
Yeah.
Fantastic result in January.
Yeah,
Well
and,
done.
If we're looking at what we have in the pipeline now for February as well, we're gonna
Looking good?
Yeah, it's gonna be the same month again, if not even better.
Wow. Pleased to hear that. So what did you immediately see as the big opportunity in the luxury division?
Well, luxury is, I would say, luxury in Dubai right now. It's such an overused word, in my opinion. Everything is luxury. Everything is this. Everything is that. But are they really coming up to the level where you actually can call it luxury?
Yep.
If you're looking at an international level, and I think that we are quite good at pinpoint what actually is the level where it should be that you can actually call it luxury on an international standard.
Yep. And that's really important because your investor that is looking for luxury and ultra luxury expects that.
Yeah, of course.
And Dubai has high standards regardless. So it's like what's available at that next level.
Yeah. So I mean, it's pinpointing for the 1%.
Yes.
And it's what they're looking for, what they're expecting out of the property. Because even if we're looking, just before COVID, it's such a long time ago now, by the way. But we were selling luxury at that time as well. But if you're looking back now and looking at those projects that we were selling as the ultra high end luxury, super everything,
Yes.
at that time compared to today's project is
Light years.
It's
Difference.
two different sports.
Yes.
And I think that Dubai has been great in picking that up. The developers have done a great job picking up the international standards and what is required by the clients that we see coming to Dubai today.
That's great to hear that progression since the last 5 years, I guess, since COVID.
Oh yeah, it's night and day.
So about luxury real estate and, helping investors invest, what does it take to be a luxury real estate expert?
Knowledge.
Talk a bit more about that.
Yeah, knowledge is key to everything, right? Everyone wants to be in luxury. Every new
They're
agent.
just thinking the high commission, right?
Yeah, they want to go straight there, right?
Yep.
Everyone want to go straight on it. You have new agents coming on. They are very hungry. They want to make the big bucks. They have seen their colleagues being on the boards making millions.
Yep.
Of course, they want to go straight there, but you cannot start in real estate and then go straight on to the Palm Jumeirah trying to, thinking that you will make it. You're not going to get through the gate even.
Yep.
So what is important is that the agents have the knowledge. They can actually talk themselves through the door. They know what they're talking about, what they're talking to sellers. Because if we are thinking that we are qualifying our buyers, clients, sellers, you name it, they qualify agents way harder than
Yes.
we are qualifying them.
Yes, there's a lot of choice, right? So they're
Yeah.
finding the right person to work with.
Of course. It's multi-million dollar properties and assets we're talking about in the end of the day, right? So not everyone will be able to handle it. So they are qualifying us way higher or more than we
Then
actually
the other way around.
in the other way around, which is a little bit bonkers, but it is what it is. We would like to see a much higher standard. I'm not talking about us now. I'm talking about the general market.
Yeah.
Because there is so many agents in the market right now. It's a complete overflow, and I for one would be very happy if we reduce that number.
Yes.
Because agents these days, the clients that we're working with, they're qualifying us so hard because they know there is so many agents out there.
Yeah.
So they need to find the right one. It would be easier if it was just us professionals left, right?
Yeah, market is a bit saturated. And that's why Metropolitan prides itself on its high standards. And we make no apologies for that.
Yeah.
We expect the best people in the business.
Yeah.
What are the common mistakes that you have found that agents might make when entering the luxury market?
It's shooting too wide.
Tell me more.
I would say they want to be everywhere all the time. What is very important is specialization. Because you can't know it all about everything. You can have a you can have an idea, but you have to be specialized in a certain area, especially if you're working in a secondary market.
Yes.
Because you need to know when the neighbor moved his car, what's going on in that house over there. He didn't take the trash out for 2 weeks. What's going on over there? Is actually someone living there? Is that a house I can actually put on the market? Is someone actually looking to move in? Is there someone new in the area? And Dubai is vast. Dubai is much bigger than you think, and I mean traffic these days as well.
Yeah,
it takes you way longer to move from A to B than it used to do a couple of years ago, right?
Yep.
So it's very important that you're focused in a certain area. And when you're talking off-plan, of course, you can't be really focused on a certain area, but maybe you can be more focused towards a certain type of lifestyle that the different communities and the different developers provide.
Yes.
Are you a waterfront agent? Are you more of a greenery? Are you villas or townhouses? You need to have some bit of a core of specialization.
So become an expert, a specialist.
Yeah.
Like build up your knowledge. Become known for that as well.
Yeah.
And let the customer see, let the client see that you have that wisdom.
Yeah.
And it's that gift that you're giving to that client to make that right decision. About the market, it's growing. Luxury market is growing. Good news for Penthouse.
Yeah.
Why is that, do you think?
I think, Dubai is expanding. Dubai is doing all the right moves. And we're seeing not just Dubai, we're seeing Abu Dhabi as well. We're seeing Ras Al Khaimah as well. As I would say UAE is making all the right moves. On the contrary, the rest of the world are not really making the right moves. We have a few world leaders around the world that could be named the agent of the year in Dubai for decisions that are being made.
I like that one.
Yeah, so grateful for that because everyone is coming here, right? It is the land of opportunity.
So on that very point, why do you think so many high net worth investors are moving to Dubai?
Well, it is of course the safety aspect to it, that you have your safety. You can leave your car unopened. I mean, my car, I haven't locked the door in the car. My keys are always in there.
Wow.
Because I know where they are then.
Nice car as well, I think.
Yeah. No, but so, it's the safety aspect, it's the business friendliness here as well. And also, of course, the communication, and communication and connectivity. You can be in all over the world within 8 to 10 hours, right?
Yes,
it is, you're connected to everything. One of the largest airports in the world. Traveling is easy, and also one thing that is quite important is that our time zone here, we are quite well connected to majority of the business time zones, if you say, where the most of the business are happening. We're just a few hours here up or down, so it is manageable. So I think that is a big factor.
Those are some reasons that are leading to this flow, consistent flow.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
global companies or global executives, it's very easy to get out from here and have this as the point.
And of course, not just investors coming here, families are coming here to live.
Before we used to see more of the executives coming here, and they get a luxury apartment, but a smaller one because they're going to live there when they're here working. Now we're seeing them moving their whole families. Kids are shifting their schools here. Yeah. And we have world-class facilities for the school system. We also have for for healthcare. I mean,
Yeah.
whatever. We
All these.
best in class in everything, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's the pull. And you touched on something important there. And, as families are now coming over to Dubai, the responsibility on the luxury sales agent is there, right? Do you
Yeah.
need to find the right place, the right environment, the schools even for the kids?
Of course, you need to know these things, especially as an agent. It's very important, regardless if you are an off-plan agent, more angled towards that side, or you are a secondary agent. You need to know what are the approximate school fees.
Yes.
You know, because you're moving families over. They cannot live in one side of town and go to school on the other side. You know,
Yep.
so you need to have that all-round knowledge. I mean, we're not asking you to know on the dirham how much the school fees are per semester, but you need to have an understanding and what schools are coming up in the neighborhood, what other activities are there for children in that area or for the family itself. What can they do on the weekends? Well, is there a park? Is there golf? Is there football, tennis? You name it.
Providing that kind of all-round level of service.
And again, we're circling back to area specialization.
Yes.
Because if you don't know, you can't advise.
Talking of area specialization, where are you seeing most sales in the 10 to 20 million segment?
Wow, that's a good question actually. Because it's moving. We keep pushing boundaries, right? We see areas that have completely taken off, and one, for example, or two areas that have taken off just in the last few years, and that's Jumeirah Islands.
Yep.
And we have also an area called Jumeirah Golf Estates, which has just skyrocketed.
Yes.
Now, next area that I'm personally predicting to take off is Arabian Ranches 1.
Right.
Yeah. Because
interesting.
Arabian Ranches 1. I mean, it's been there for nearly 20 years now. It's an old community, and it has been a little bit forgotten because back in the days when I started in real estate and someone told me I'm looking at Arabian Ranches, I said, you're halfway to Oman. What are you going to do over there? But as the city grows, now all of a sudden
it's no longer far.
It's no longer far. Yeah, Arabian Ranches is now one of the most central communities, right?
Yeah.
Now with the expansion of Sukim Road, going past Dubai Hills with the new bridges, with the new tunnels, connectivity is all of a sudden there, which makes all the changes, right?
So it's an ever-evolving place to invest.
Correctly. And if we're looking at similar communities such as Jumeirah Islands, as Jumeirah Golf Estates, where the ticket prices just a few years ago were in the 15 million region, which is now in the 30 plus region.
Wow.
Arabian Ranches 1 is the next area to take off.
Wow.
Yeah, I put my money on that.
Well, I wanted to ask you about predictions for 2026. What else do you expect to see this year?
Well, villas are a huge contributor to the market right now because that's where we have the shortage. So all the developers are running to actually get the land where they can launch villa areas and townhouse communities because that's where the main shortage is.
Right.
So we see Shoba, we see H&H, we see Emar, of course, we see Miras, we see all the top developers. They're coming out, and main focus is trying to launch villa and townhouse communities, and that's where we see the launches. They're sell out in seconds, right? They're sold out before they even launched.
So you really see a growth in that space.
I see
continued growth in that space into this year.
Yeah, and then also waterfront communities. Waterfront communities is always going to be a top seller. It
just is, right?
It's just is.
It's desirable.
And it's not just a Dubai thing. It's a global thing.
Yes.
The highest priced real estate across the globe is always waterfront.
So thinking about driving high performance, I mentioned the high standards at Metropolitan. We do look for high performance. You've had an amazing start with Penthouse. What would you say are the important systems or support systems that you might have in place to get that type of elite performance we look for in Penthouse?
It is the support that is behind the agent, right? First of all, it's very important that we have the right agents, and we do hire the right agents.
Yes.
It's quality over quantity all the time.
Good.
That's what it is. Even though we have a target of how many people we're going to have in the team, every company does, right? Every team has a target, but I'm not rushing there.
Yep.
For me, it's 100% quality over quantity.
Make the right decisions.
Make the right decisions, because it's very important that the agents also they can collaborate with each other. They can rely on their colleague next to them and get the answers, because not everyone is not specialized in everything, but your colleague know more than you, and you should be able to ask the questions and get the correct answers.
Well, behavior creates behavior. So if you've got good people surrounded by good people, you should get good things.
Correct. So of course the hiring, getting the right team together, everyone has the highest standard that is possibly achievable, right?
Yeah.
And then of course it's the company behind it.
Yes. So find the right people first and have a great support system in place to help them.
Correct. And I think Metropolitan and Penthouse is almost overly sophisticated, with the departments and everything, all the support that we have and the amount of people we have in each of every one of these departments, because I've never seen anything like it in any other company. So of course, if the agent is right, the agent is working in the right way, all the support is there for you if you just know how to utilize it.
Yeah. It's, something we do pride ourselves on is the power of our back office support.
Yeah.
The services that are available, some unique services that aren't even available with other agencies.
No. I mean, there was departments I've barely even heard about them before I came to Metropolitan.
Yeah.
We have it in-house. Okay, cool.
Exactly. So making lives easier for agents so they can sell more.
Yeah, but it's also creating that one-stop shop for each and every client that we can, because clients, they have to set up bank accounts, they have to move companies, they have to open, third-party companies for their company that it can't maybe move out of their HQ right now, but they want to have an office here. We help them with all that, golden visas, you name it.
Yep.
And we have it all under one roof. So you don't have to rely on getting on your network and this guy does this guy do that, and you call someone else for that. All of a sudden, there's a lot of chefs in the kitchen all of a sudden.
Yes.
Now, everything is under one roof, and we can be reliable.
And I think that perfectly suits what we were talking about. Families maybe coming to live here, they need all these different things put in place, and Metropolitan can help them get there.
I mean, from setting up the company, fixing the bank account, getting the school fees done, you name it, everything is there. Right?
You get it covered.
Yeah.
Where is your team currently doing most deals? I didn't ask because you talked a bit about Arabian ranches.
Yeah, and we're not really doing deals there yet. I'm pushing them to do it.
Yeah.
I'm telling them to get in there before everyone else did.
Yes.
No, but it's a tough question to answer actually, because we're a little bit all over the place. But obviously, for the off plan, for the off plan segment, we're looking at the top developers.
Yeah.
Right, because you have that certain few. That is, not all the developers are in luxury. Even maybe they say they're in luxury, but you have different thresholds, right?
Yeah.
So we are working with the big five, you can say.
Yes, true. Exactly.
That's where we have the most focus. And now we have done a lot of business over in Abu Dhabi because that's a really up and coming market.
Okay, so just thinking about you for a moment, of course, been a leader in sales for some time now, but moving up to the luxury division and doing really, really well so far. What are you doing to, build up your relationship and connections with the luxury developers so that they answer your call?
Well, first of all, I have to have my own little crystal ball to see who is the next developer coming with the next hottest project. Right?
Always looking ahead.
Always looking ahead, and of course, always have continuous meetings, inviting for lunches, all the normal network, right? But then also one big factor, and that's not just Penthouse, that is Metropolitan in its entirety, and that is the division of sales operation that we have, because we are the same. Go back to sophistication, right? And that we are always coming to the developers with the pipeline for the launches. These clients are 100% guaranteed. We're going ahead. These are the EOIs. These are paid. Here's the checks. Everything is done.
So it's real business.
So it's real business.
Reliable business.
Yeah, exactly. So the developers, they like us because of that, because they know, okay, Metropolitan is walking through the door. There's 10 sales. Thank you very much.
Yep, great.
So and the support goes both ways. So, of course, we're supporting the developers. They support us back. And we are being focused on the developers that we know that we have the support back from them as well.
Yes.
And fortunately, we have built that relationship with the top developers around the city.
Yeah. And I think, having the reputation that we have, it's so valuable to salespeople on the ground.
Oh, of course. I mean, because with the brand that we're carrying, we have been able to open the doors with the relationship to the developers, which ensures a smoother transaction for our agents as well with their clients. That,
Yes.
we follow a certain steps in the process of getting the deals done. And if the agents and the clients are following these steps, we make it as smooth as possible. It's never smooth. It's actually a very bumpy ride in the background, but it looks
That
smooth. At
sells.
least. Yeah, but it looks smooth.
Yeah. You feel it for real.
Yeah.
But the deal gets done.
But the clients shouldn't feel it.
Exactly.
And that's what we're ensuring with the system that we're following, and that goes both for Penthouse and for Metropolitan.
And that's why we have structure, why we have routines, why we have some discipline in our business, where we expect great things from our agents, because at the end of the day it delivers a great experience for the client.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Most welcome. Thank you so much for having me.
It's been a pleasure, Andreas. Thank you very much. Very fascinated by everything you had to say, and good luck for the rest of the quarter.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's looking good, so I'm going to keep the flag high.
Fantastic. If you want to hear more like this from Metropolitan Unmuted, click and subscribe below. Thank you very much.